Welcome everyone to another unboxing video. This time around we are taking a look at Super Starter Space-Time Showdown. Basically it's the one that I talked about in the last episode, if you saw the V for Victory one, that this one plus V for Victory have this shared edition, I guess you can say, where it includes 2 power-up packs as well, and you can actually see them right there. They're kind of in the back. The 40 cards are here, and then there's 2 packs there, each containing 5 cards out of a total of a maximum of 15. You can see the list right here from the packs and what they actually have. But yeah, there it is. So basically, we're just going to start with the actual deck and then go into the packs. But really quick, in case you wanted to see the lineup before for whatever reason, I'll just quickly show that right there. There you go. Alright, let's get to it. So this one is not their first edition, as you can see, and this one came out approximately a year or so, a little bit less than a year after V for Victory, which means it came out around 2014 actually. So yeah, that's a little bit old by this point, 5 to 6 years old. That's definitely been quite some time since. Alright, so there's all that. That's perfectly done. Alright, so here, let's see. We got some stuff to do. So let's go ahead and first separate this. Okay. Oh my god, I moved the camera, my bad. Alright, so we're going to take that out. Now this here is the beginner's guide as always. I just like doing that and then just being done with it. And then here is the playmat. So it was the, oh shoot, there we go. Another playmat that actually shows the phases. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of these because it makes it a little bit easier for first time players, you know, if they have the phases there on the mat so they know what to do. For structure decks, you wouldn't use that. Not that you would ever even use those for anything once you start going into like tournaments and stuff, because everybody just brings their own mat. So here are the booster packs, which I will go ahead and open at the very end. Let's start with these. Let's start with the actual cards here, you know, the actual set, because I'm sure you're more curious about that. Actually, I don't know, maybe not, because some of you probably don't like seeing these unboxings because it's the same guaranteed 40-ish cards, whereas if you watch like a booster box unboxing, that's much different, you know, because those are randomized, so maybe those are more interesting to you. Anyway, TIMEGAZER Magician. So this one, we actually have a common version of this, because basically from the order that I opened these, I opened one of those newer starter decks basically earlier in this series, and you get a common version of this one, I believe. I think it was starter deck Yuya. I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it's that one. But yeah, Pendulum Monster, TIMEGAZER Magician, that's always nice to have right there. The next one is Stargazer, same thing here. Stargazer Magician was the other common one that came with that one, and I'm pretty sure it was Yuya because it came with a bunch of Performa Pals, Odd Ice Pendulum Dragon as well, so that was cool. But yeah, so there's the 2 foils. Yeah, it's crazy because in some decks you only got 2 foils and some you got up to 5. I know, huge difference. Alright, so for our vanillas, normal monsters, we got Wattel Dragon first of all, then we got Luster Dragon, Hunter Dragon, Millennium Shield, that's unique, Dark Blade, Warrior Digrapher, Chamberlain of the Six Samurai, and Mystical Elf. Alright, so when it comes to these, it's funny because like they're giving McDonald's cards literally, because in the other one, V for Victory, they gave Cosmo Queen, and this one they give Millennium Shield, so that's pretty cool. But that's actually the alternate artwork, because it has another one that's more common artwork that you see generally. Yeah, and then all these, I mean, well, we basically see this all the time in starter decks, with the exception of Wattel Dragon. That's the first time I've seen this one in the starter deck. All the others, actually this one might also be a little unique. I don't think I've seen that one that much, but all the others I've for sure seen them at least once in starter decks. They're just, you know, very common monsters to include in the starter deck. So there we go. Alright, moving on to our effect monsters now. Let's see what we got. So first of all, we got AETHER, the Empowering Dragon. Alright, there we go. It's a 2300 attacker. When this card is Pendulum Summon, you can target 1 card in the field, return it to the hand. You can only use this once per turn. Hard once per turn, okay. Then we got VENTORA, the Empowered Warrior. So basically, this is all about a bunch of empowered cards. Next one that we got is Arnis, the Empowered Warrior. That's another one right there. And then we have TERRATIGER, the Empowered Warrior. Okay, wait, I don't remember that one. What the hell? How don't I remember that? Oh my gosh. I'm crazy. Hydro Tortoise, the Empowered Warrior. I remember that one. Golden Dragon Summoner. Then we're going to get into a bunch of these Summoner cards. Blue Dragon Summoner. That one was actually a very good card in dueling / speed dueling. That's pretty good. Pretty valuable in those. In the speed dueling version. Red Sparrow Summoner. White Tiger Summoner. Green Turtle Summoner. So, like I was saying, you do get a number of... so these are your empowered cards. Empowered Warriors, Empowering. Pretty cool. And then here are your Summoner cards. Red Sparrow, Blue Dragon, Golden Dragon, White Tiger, Green Turtle. Yeah, so pretty cool. Alright, moving on to our spell lineup now. Let's see what we got. So we got Sorcerer's Spell Wall. Okay, I'm going to start with that. It's a field spell. Let me go ahead and read you that because it's a field spell. All monsters you control gain 300 attack during your turn only. All monsters you control gain 300 defense during your opponent's turn only. Very, very starter-like field spell. This thing is near useless in meta. Supply Squad, Lightning Vortex, Mystical Space Typhoon, Ego Boost, Axe of Despair, Lucky Iron Axe, Monster Reincarnation, Dark Factory Mass Production, and Poison of the Old Man. Alright, before we go into traps, let's examine these. So, the ones that are a little more unique, that I haven't really seen that much in starter decks would actually be these two, maybe Poison of the Old Man as well, even though these fit the concept of a starter deck very well actually. These, however, we see them very often, especially, I mean, I would say the last 6. This one I saw in like one other one, but all of these, and I guess this one too, are very common spell cards to see in starter decks. It's always nice to get multiple copies of, you know, Lightning Vortex, MST. Even Carnation can be pretty good. Reincarnation, man. You know, so Blast Squad is actually an interesting card. I'm surprised not a lot of decks have been able to use this really effectively. I mean, some decks have, but you would think that anything by drawing once per turn, an additional draw would actually be pretty good. And I mean, it is a good card. It's just hard to make the best use of it because it relies on, you know, a couple of tricks up here and there. Trap Hole, Raigeki Break, Sakuretsu Armor, Dust Tornado, Shadow Spell, Here Emerges, Soul Resurrection, Jar of Greed, Magic Jammer, and 7 Tools. Very, very staple-like trap cards. There's not a card in here that I would say it's not unique to a starter deck. I mean, they're all very common for a starter deck. Trap Hole, Raigeki Break, Sakuretsu, Dust Tornado, Shadow Spell. Maybe this one is a little rare to see in one. About maybe. And then your 2 negates. Usually you get the Dark Bribe instead of these, but even then it just goes back and forth really. But yeah, so those are your traps. Actually, I should spread them out like that. Just a little bit, just so you can at least see them a tiny bit, I guess. Alright, let's move on to our power-up packs here. Let's see what we can actually get, because I am actually legit curious as far as what we can get here. Alright, there we go. We're going to start with the Guaranteed Odd Eyes Dragon. This is actually an ultra rare, as you can see right here. Ultra rare version. Always nice to get a first edition. It says, if this card destroys an opponent's monster at battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the original attack of the monster to the graveyard. Would have been cool if it was not half and instead all of it. Basically, like, because back when cards like Elemental Hero Flame Wingman came out, everybody thought that was so cool and overpowered. And the effect was really good back in the day. It's just Flame Wingman itself wasn't that fantastic of a card. Mainly because of its stats being a little lower on the lower end. Plus, it was a little hard to get it out because it involved using vanilla E-Heroes. But then later cards came out. I'm surprised this one didn't actually just give you the full instead of half. But, whatever, you know. Still pretty cool to have this, an Odd Eyes Dragon. Surprisingly, it's a card that has not actually been printed all that much. It came out in this one, plus, I know it came out in one more deck. But it's only been released in these two, from what I know. It hasn't been released in, like, you know, other products or a booster pack or anything like that, or, you know, a booster set, nothing like that. Alright, now we got the A-Forces, Swords of Revealing Light, Sacred Crane, and Reinforcement of the Army. It's always nice to have a first edition Rhoda. That thing is a little bit valuable because it is a very well played card, and, you know, it's limited, of course, for good reason. And then these are not as useful, but hey, it's free cards, right? Alright, well, there we go. I guess I'll go ahead and put that one there just so you can kind of see that that's what I got for that one. And then we got one more pack. Let's see what we can actually get from this one. Man, opening these packs makes me want to do some like actual pack opening videos. I gotta buy like, you know, a booster box or something one day. Oh my god. So here's the guaranteed dark hole. Yeah, I didn't tell you this, and oh my god, I'm so stupid. Hold on. Let me show you this in the box. I didn't show this all to you. Guaranteed Odd Eyes Dragon and Dark Hole in the power-up packs. So yeah, all the other 4 are random, but you were guaranteed one of each, one of these 2. It's honestly really good to have an ultra rare first edition Dark Hole. That's really awesome to have that. I know the card is not really used as much anymore. It's actually been taken off the ban list completely. Raigeki's still limited, but Dark Hole has now been unlimited for a little bit of time. But regardless, it's still a good card, you know. And then, oh, nice. We got KURAZ Delight Monarch. I'm a huge fan of Monarchs. I'll be honest, this one is not that good, but still, yeah, KURAZ is not. I like Caius a lot. I like Caius. Mobius is also pretty cool to have, and Rise of the Storm Monarch as well. Then we got Injection Fairy Lil. That was a fantastic card back in the day. I remember that. Divine Wrath. It's okay, I suppose. And DD Warrior Lady, also limited card back in the day. I remember that. Yeah, definitely some pretty cool cards here. I actually like these packs a lot. Oh my god, it's a shame. Look at the cutting of this card though. The borders. It's so much thinner on one side than the other. What the fuck is that? Oh my god. The other ones are actually a little bit better. I was looking at these, but KURAZ is. They really fucked up with KURAZ. How's a Dark Hole? Oh my god. I hope it's not bad. It's okay. Okay, it's not horrible. Let's look at Odd Eyes. Yeah, they're not horrible, but they could have been a little bit better. Oh well. Alright, so as always, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment. I'd appreciate it very much. Thank you, and as always, I will see you all next time. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a great and, of course, a fantastic day.